Right, okay, people. So, why is it so important to have the board? If you've read my book, Life, a Series of Projects, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you haven't bought the book. So, please purchase it. You know, of course, I'm always going to provide the link to the book. Right, the board, your most trusted allies. They're basically going to be like your champions, but not just to say, yeah, you know, we're rooting for you. This is also about them having an objective viewpoint so that you know whether you're making the right decisions. Okay, so the board is not just about, you know, kind of polishing your ego or making sure that you're always happy and motivated. They're also going to bring you back into line and make you accountable. So the most important thing is about making sure that you have the right people on your side. So the board are providing objective viewpoints. They're being honest. They love you, okay, and they are rooting for you. When I say rooting for you, I don't mean that they're always going to have biased opinions. They have to be unbiased. But at the same time, they're on your side. So they want to see you succeed. They want you to achieve the high score in that life objective, like we spoke about before. So that board, who are they? Is it one person? For those of us that are getting older, we're probably going to have fewer people on our board, right? Not everyone is going to be the right person on your board. Some people are doing it, you know, to incentivize for their own personal being, or they're trying to, I don't know, they just don't have an opinion, okay? So I'm not saying that those people are terrible. They're just in their own world. We're talking about people that you can, that, yeah, they're your trusted allies, your trusted friends, your critical friends, but they're not criticizing you as a person. They're just making sure that you're making the right choice. So who are they? Is it the one person? Do you have 2, 3, or 4 people? Do you have 10 people? If you've got 10, I would say you probably need to size it down, because 10 is a bit too many, too much input causes a bit more chaos. So I would say size it down to the 3 people that you know, you understand, and that you can trust. Again, sometimes family's not always going to be the best option. Best friends might not always be the best option. So you might have to select few people out of particular groups that you know will give you the right advice. So who's going to be on that board? Who's going to be your trusted critical people to give you an unbiased opinion or an unbiased feedback so that you can move forward? Definitely a key important part is to make sure you've got the right people on your team. So when I say about the board, I'm talking about the people that will reflect on what your objectives are, and then they will say to you, actually, you're not putting enough work into this, or you're putting too much into it, you might need to step back because you might cause a bit of failure, and that can happen. If you exhaust yourself too much, you can fail. They're going to give you the idea as to whether you've got the right tools in place or whether you need more tools in place. And when I say tools, I mean resources, i.e. other people in your team, i.e. having another mentor maybe, or having a, I don't know, could be a personal fitness trainer, just as an example. Understand who your board is and that they will provide the right objective opinion, and also they're going to champion you along the way. And if they are not the right people, then you're going to have to use something called Moscow prioritization to find out whether they are needed in your life. And if you don't know what Moscow prioritization is, message me.